Wait, what's going on YouTube? It's Donnie all day. I'm excited. I'm excited because I have the first of 6 Takumitak blades to bring you. I have a whole bunch here ready to go, but starting with this guy right here. Ooh, dog. Now this is the 8th one, I have altogether the 6 I'm about to bring you plus 2 that I already brought you. One of which happens to be next to me because it's in my blade pile of my favorite blades. I love this blade. Nobody is prying that from my cold, dead hands. I love that knife. Wow, so now we're going to bring you some more. And we're going to start the videos. So I'll try to get them all done within, the next week or whatever. I have blades to go through, but I do have 6 of these. And the first one is going to be the Fulcrum. Now, they do have serial numbers on it. This one is Tango Kilo Foxtrot 201 Sierra Lima TKF201SL. It is the Fulcrum. It is awesome. These are all CNC machine cut. They are designed. All the designs come from here in the U.S. Then they're made at 4.9 millimeter stick, I believe is what they are. Maybe somewhere there, maybe 5. I know it's really close to that. But they're made thick, true full tang, heat treated really well, D2 steel, G10 grips. It's like one of those things where everything about it, it's just right. They do them right. So we have got rain, and I mean rain. So we're gonna go out in the rain anyway, and we're really gonna test this grip in the rain because obviously this is a Tanto. Can you use it as an EDC? Yes, because they designed it to be an EDC Tanto, but everybody knows a Tanto is a battle knife, is a fighting knife. That's why they have these awesome swells right here to keep your hand from slipping that way. I'm really glad these are working because I'm actually pulling, and if my hand slipped, I would literally, this is sharp. I would cut myself really bad. So I'm glad because I didn't even think. I'm just going to do it. Let's see. And how sharp is this? Well, yeah, it is razor sharp. Razor sharp. So, the guard works. Thank you, Lord. Everything they do is right. It's just the G10 is textured. The heat treats are fantastic. The edge geometry is great. The designs are wonderful. They do some really nice designs. And the price points are unbeatable. These things right now are going for $69.95. I'm going to throw some links down below. Go check out the links and find yourself some of these because these are the kind of knives that you want to have. As far as the design and the grip, you have palm swell, jimping, very light on the swell in the reverse side because you don't need it. This part of your hand is nearly flat, so it only needs a little curve, which is what it has. This point needs a bigger curve because your fingers aren't the same all the way through. It needs something to hug onto. You have a really nice swell at the end, a really nice swell at the top, so even in your reverse grip, you can still use a thumb grip, right? You can still lock it in. Speaking of that pommel, you do have a nice skull cracker there. You can break that coconuts open. You can use it as a window smasher, anything you want. But what it is a devastating piece of steel in the end. That's what it is. This knife is all around the boards, just well done. If you are a Tanto person, this is the kind of Tanto you'd want. It's stout. It's long enough to think about it in a combat situation. We go with a minimum of 4-inch blades, right? With military issued blades, and it's because 4 inches is all you need to get to pretty much any major organ. So this one right here is right there. The blade length is 4.5 inches long. The overall length is 9.5, making this a great 5-inch long grip. Great for big guys. Great for small people too, because the swells fit. So with all this jimping, you could literally hold it anywhere. If I only had a hand size, let's take off my pinky, that size, I can grab this knife great without that, right? If I only had 3 fingers this way, I can still hold it great down here, and it's comfortable. This knife is going to work for any hand size. So let's see what we're talking about. Molly clip included. So they do really nice packaging. Really nice packaging. So when you open up your knife, the box is just a big, beautiful, hard box. So you don't have to worry about your products coming crushed in the mail, because nobody likes that. You do have the branding on the sheath. It's really nice. It holds. You have points for lashing or extra stuff like ferro rods. Everything is just right. This is a pressure retention Kydex, right? So you don't need any straps to hold it in. It's going to hold itself in. And it holds in really well. You have a universal clip on the rear, so you can adjust your belt loop any way you want, and that's going to make it able to move. I just knocked off a piece that I was holding. So right there, you are good to go. This is just awesome. It's just a great piece. So let's take it outside and cut some stuff. Before we go outside, I dropped this, and I thought this was, you know how like when you have a piece of something, they'll put a piece that you rip off and you throw away to make it. So this is, the sheath works, and I wish I'd known that, because I had one of these, and one of these pieces came out, and I thought it was just that. I was like, oh, you know, when you get a new piece, that's what you do. But it wasn't. So it locks in like this. You have this little piece right here. That comes down. These pinch in and it opens. I didn't realize what this was at first. Do you know what this is? This is a belt sizer. So you have all these little notches right here. Then you have this little notch right here. Depending on the size of your belt, you can move that notch up or down, or even remove it if you're using a big fat belt, to make your belt fit more snug. I didn't even realize that until it came out, and then I was like, oh, and then I said, oh, wait a minute, it looks just like this. So you have these two, so I can move this up one and use a big fat belt. That's really smart, whoever designed this. But that's really cool, and I didn't know that. So you can actually adjust your size. So, you know, if you have a small belt and then you have a big hole, it's going to jiggle and wiggle and wriggle inside her. And, or if you have a big fat belt, you can adjust it so it fits. Multi-belt fitting, and you can see right there where they fit in. I could go all the way to here, ba-boom, or I could just take them out all together and have this entire thing as a belt hold. Ingenious. Okay, let's keep going. All right, so let's get a good look at this guy. I was not in the sun, but at least in the daylight, kinda. It's raining, but you get to get a good look at that in natural lighting. This is nice. This is just nice, man. That's a sweet blade. Let's start with a little can opening. A can opening. Sorry to the people at Sprite, but it has to happen. That was so smooth. I took a really short swing. That was so smooth. Yeah, I mean, they don't come much nicer than that. That was just an easy cut. That was a very easy cut. All right, let's get over to the stump, get some stuff done in the rain, see what we can do. See what we can do. I'm gonna get waterlogged today, but some knives are just worth it. Some knives are just worth it. All right, so let's start here. Bring you guys to me. All right, so let's do some 4-foot gravity drops. Now this is a Tonto tip, so I have no doubt in my mind that we're gonna get really, really good penetration even on a gravity drop. And you can look how straight that thing's falling. It's got a really nice balance point to it. Bam! Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that's in there. Actually, that's really far in there. And do it again. Bam! Oh, I went through the rotted part. It went all the way through. Oh, that was crazy. So, all right. So what we know is that your bite, your penetration is going to be fantastic. Let's see if we can't edge out some of this on a better piece of wood. Now, remember, it's got a long, pointy tip, so it's not made for prying. But I had enough confidence to know that I wasn't going to bend or break this tip, because these guys make nice knives, and I want to clean it off so you can actually see that I'm not bullying you. So there it is. All right, so let's start with a push cut on a nylon rope. Let's test how sharp this thing is. And I'm telling you, it is sharp, sharp, sharp. I had to work that angle. I was hitting it on this point, and I was like, couldn't get the whole thing. All right, so we're going to cut the nylon infused fuel hose, and it's going to just be a nice drop cut like that. Nice and smooth, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now it is it's not swedged or sharpened on the tip here, so you can use your finger to guide for pressure cuts and give that power. Now this thing obviously is made for stab and slash. These are made to be armor-piercing tips. That's what the Tonto is designed for. But sometimes they're just good for other stuff too. All right, so let's get a chop on this extension cord. And I got to get a full chop on this extension cord. Much better. I sissy-handed it the first time. That thing is sweet. That thing is sweet. That is a combat-ready little Tonto right there. That is a combat-ready Tonto. Let's go over to the tire, since we do have a nice Tonto tip. Bam! Man, that is cutting straight through that tire. I mean, that is a beautiful steel-belted tire. This thing ripped through it like it wasn't even there. Ah, that's nice. Well, Roscoe's gone. Can't yell at him. Bigsby, over there. All right, let's go over to the plastic netting and see. All right, so here's the thing. My hands now are officially wet and slimy, but the grip feels good. Let's see. Not losing it in any way, and I have just a pinch. Not so bad. Not so bad. So even in the rain, their G10 offers enough grip for you to hold on to your blade. Here we go. Just nice. Just nice. It's amazing that the Mora couldn't do this. The Mora couldn't do what this knife just did. Oh, let's do a double layer. I just touched the tip with my finger. And let's see, this is going to be a hard one. This is going to be a hard one. Double layers of plastic mesh. I literally just touched the tip of my finger. I poked a little hole in me. Poked a little hole in me. Plastic mesh. People think I'm messing around with this plastic mesh and I'm faking it. This stuff is no joke. No joke. I ripped through, but then it went sideways. No joke. So did it damage the edge in any way, shape, or form? No, sirree, Bob. Hello, Bob. All right, so let's try something else. Let's try something else because it's brand new, out of the box. Haven't done this one time. Why not? Let's try. Yeah! First try, baby. Look at this. That is dead nut. Check that out. That's heart height. Look at that. I told you this knife has a good balance point. For a throw, it just feels right in the hand. Like, there's some knives you can put in your hand and you can say, I could throw that. This is one of those knives. That was so easy to let go of. Wow, that was nice. There's like almost a can't. Like, not I can't, but almost to where like there's the handle and the blade almost feels like it goes down, which gives it like this feeling like it's going to hit harder, even though it doesn't seem like it does. It just, I don't know. I mean, it's weird. It's weird. I like it. I like it. I like it. All right, so let's knock through this guy right here. We got some knots in the bottom of this one. Let's hit it. Let's hit it. Now I got the other ones, and we're gonna do a lot of the same testing. Might do a few knives that have some different stuff, but the reason I want to do the same testing on all these knives is because I want them to be consistent. I wanted to show, because I could do different testing on different knives, but then you might say, oh, maybe that knife wouldn't have done that, or maybe this. Look at all the knots. Just went straight through them. You know, you could think that it's not capable of doing the same stuff, and I don't want people to think that. So you're going to see a lot of the same tests with the different blades, and I can pretty much guarantee you they're all going to hold up. Look at that, right through a knot. They're all going to hold up the same. That's not just a knot. It's still got the piece in there. So it just really goes to show the consistency of the maker, right? So let's see here. Golly, that side grip is so easy. Everything, they're all here. They're just falling right down below me, which if you're setting up for a fire, having them fall right below you is good, because it's just going to drop in one pile. I'm going to try to keep a couple of these on there so you can see them. Really, really get a good look at these curls and what this knife is going to provide you. I have to say, that's pretty good. Let's see, even chopping wet, and I'm still able to pull off enough stuff to where I can start grinding down. Got to make a spear, or a pit spike, or a tent spike, or any of those type things. It's just going to be madness. This thing is just nice, man. It's just nice. Let's see here. Bug flying in my face. There we go. There we go. You got to make some boards. Bam, right there. Nice and even. Nice and flat. I mean, it's just awesome, man. This thing is just awesome. I'm really, really digging this. I mean, so far, the other two from them I tested, and they were just great. And now one I keep right at my ready to go side all the time when I need to cut stuff around the house. It's just easy to pull out. It's right there. It's just nice. And this is one of those type knives. It's just a do-all. It's a get-it-doner. This is fantastic. This is fantastic. It's a sweet little piece. And you can see, I'm not kidding about how wet it is. It is soaked. And I am getting a nice firm grip. I've been chopping with it. I've been cutting with it. I've been doing things. Haven't lost a blade. So that is really, really good. So even in the rain, I would put my stamp on one of these guys right here. This is nice. So we got another 5 to go. And each one of them is a little bit different. It's going to offer a little bit something different. One might be a better chopper than the other. One's going to be a better stabber. So there's going to be different things and different features that you might like, or something that could fit your style. If you are a Tonto guy or girl, doesn't matter. If you are a Tonto knife lover, you really want to check one of these out. For 70 bucks, it's a knockout. It's a knockout, baby. That's it for this one. I am Donnie B all day. Until next knife.